I've heard of serial flirts, you know.
flirting.
Yes.
Well, oh my God, you haven't heard of that? Are you kidding?
Serial flirting.
My neighbor has
killed several people. We don't care
Who
about that, but
is,
you're a serial flirt now. You're coming in. You're coming in.
Well, what do you think? My neighbor is about 40, and women are knocking on his door constantly, and he has a picture up on his number, his apartment number, of a tiger. What does that tell you? A tiger? What does that sound like? Somebody you should get mixed up with?
No, it sounds like somebody that likes a certain kind of cereal, you know.
Oh, right.
Don't eat a tiger. Right.
A tiger, yes. Well, he's a tiger, all right.
Hey, he's a... You know what? I think he's a serial flirt.
Yeah. Well, and this other guy was...
He flirts with cereal.
The older guy he was an old tiger, and this is a young tiger.
How can you tell? No teeth?
Yes, a little more toothless, not quite so eager to jump into the...
Oh, snaggletooth.
I guess the bed, but and it's been my job to avoid this tiger next door, because if he's really hungry, he might even glance over at a woman 40 years older than he is, if he is a tiger, which he is, I've no doubt. So anyway, I find myself right now with this old tiger. He lost all control of himself and took to alcohol again and got kicked out of here.
Now he not only lost control of it, he lost control of his bodily functions too, if you remember.
Yeah, well, of course he was extreme. And so last I heard or knew, he had been kicked out of other places, and he was homeless or something like that. So naturally, after quite a while, my feelings just gradually. So now I'm ranging out. I'm looking for a replacement for.
She wants a date, guys.
Oh God! Now don't be put off by this guy. He's my best friend. He's my comfort.
You really think so?
He is not a mean drunk, which means a lot, but he's still mean because he's killing himself, and so I'm quite attached to him. I know that if something happens to him, I'll just feel a terrible wrench, because we've done so many things together, had so many laughs. But I'll have to say that my body has not been satisfied. Even, because I'm still healthier than he is, I think. And so, of course, that's why I fall in love with my eye surgeon, for a few days, and this one and that one, because I have so many feelings that are still roaming around looking for, and he knows that, and he has absolutely no mercy. He doesn't care.
You know what really the truth is?
What?
Now that you've had your eyes fixed, you've taken a real close-up look at me and gone, what the hell is this guy? This guy looks like a real schmuck. And you know what? You're right.
Oh, well. He's younger than I am, too, but...
Oh, yeah, really.
So anyway, even though I'm 78, I'm on the market, for... I hope the new guy that come to fill at least part of my heart is not a tiger, or not prone to falling apart too much. After all, I have my faults. One being, I love food too much.
Which one do I want? You want me to start on the 1, or should I just skip over the 40, 45, 50?
He has my fault. Oh yes, it would be good if you could act. If you could act, or if you were a reader, that I could share my interest in literature with you.
And don't forget about your...
This guy,
don't forget about,
he's tried to teach me.
Don't forget about the log guy up in Utah, right?
Oh yeah,
and
the
what
log
was his
guy.
man claim? He was a lumberman. And you know why he was a lumberman? Go ahead, tell him.
Oh, well, he's the one that's impressed with his physical attributes. But let me tell you right
No,
now.
I'm not the one.
Right now.
You were the one that was impressed with his physical attributes.
Who reads, who could still read. He can't still read. He used to play the piano. He doesn't play the piano anymore. He listens to music, and he can sing, but he doesn't sing.
I've got my own keyboard.
The main thing that he does is drink.
Well,
God forgive him.
Nobody.
He can't seem to help
Nobody's perfect,
it.
folks. I mean, let's face it. The only woman around here that I know that thinks her perfect.
I said I was not perfect.
No, I didn't say that.
God help me, I know I'm
the only
not
woman around here
perfect.
that I know that thinks she's perfect.
How could I claim to be perfect when you can see for yourself that I'm not?
Listen, anybody that would hang around with me is definitely not perfect.
Right.
So there's a black mark on your
But
head
yes,
there.
but I'm very flexible. My spirit goes here, goes there, goes everywhere, because I know that coming up against the
You're a serial flirt. That's what you're saying. You're a serial flirt.
well, it fits when you're cash. An alcoholic doesn't mind a serial flirt. He stayed with me this long because I can love him for his talents, but I can also love other people, others.
You know, there's a word for that.
What's that?
Yeah, well, there's several words for that. And when you start charging for your love with other people,
He's being denigrating, but I'm just being honest about how I was. I've always been. I had to split myself up because, and the lucky women are those that are enough like the guy that they marry, that they have interests in common, they have physicality in common, they can confine themselves to
no, wait a second.
one person.
Wait a second.
Each other, and that's
If they have
lucky.
physicality in common,
Well, I mean, they're
doesn't that kind of bring in a whole new realm of?
they're both healthy,
well,
strong, and they
so-
want to go to bed at the same time.
And they're both.
And
They're both
when
have
I
the
want
same
to go
sexuality.
to bed, yes, when I want to go to bed, he doesn't want to go to bed. He's already in bed and asleep. You know the thing. So that's why we have separate apartments, we have separate lives, and we just meet to share what interests we do have.
And
So
those-
is
and-
that bad?
And those would be.
Well, acting, talking, laughing.
Improvise.